Please chant Om 3 times, please. To talk about the glory of the Guru, the teacher, the tradition, the Vedas, the Upanishads, is really meaningful only when you understand how glorious you are. And the teacher talks about his glory, it will mean nothing to me. If the God talks about his glory, it means nothing to me. Like a billionaire telling he is a billionaire. How many dollars or rupees come to your pocket? That the country is great means nothing to me if I am not great. Just see the beauty of this tradition, and that is why people, those who do not understand the importance of this knowledge, they are unnecessarily critical about why should I learn a scripture? Why shall I go to a guru? Why shall I do anything? Because when you say, oh, this particular university is a great university. Why? Because you went there, you studied and you become somebody. So you think that university is great. Why do you say the teacher was one who taught me mathematics, one who taught me English or physics or mathematics, anything? He says, great teacher. Why? Because I become a great student too. Suppose the teacher was Nobel laureate, but you are not honorable laureate. You don't even understand anything. Even if you say the teacher is great, nobody will like it, because looking at you, they know you don't. It doesn't mean anything. So here is something. When Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the great, he said, no. Natveva ham jatunasam nachaiva neme janadhipa nachaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayam atah param. Hey Arjuna, there was never a time when I was not, you were not, all these kings were not. There will never be a time when I will not be, you shall not be, as well as all these people shall not be. Meaning, everybody is eternal, absolute. Something interesting to listen. If God only is great and I am stupid, I have nothing to do with that God. If Guru alone is enlightened and everybody else is unenlightened, then who is interested in that? This is why this beauty of this self-knowledge, self-awareness and this Vedanta Upanishad is, in every other knowledge, when you pick up, suppose you say, I am a PhD, the other person may feel bad. Why? Because you are PhD, doctorate of philosophy, and he is a PhD because passed high school with difficulty. So he shall feel comparison, that I am so stupid. You say, I am rich, somebody shall feel poor, or somebody shall feel richer. You see, I can run 100-meter dash in 10 seconds, somebody can say I am 10.2 or 9.7, whichever way. Always there is a comparison. Please understand. If you say I am the Prime Minister or the Governor, somebody is just ordinary. But when you say, when the teacher says, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the happiness, I am the absolute, I am the immortal, it includes you too. It's not that the only teacher is immortal, teacher is absolute. It's a very interesting joke, just for that, a little bit of that. There was a particular conference going on in Delhi as to why all the jokes are in a particular, when you say that there are so many different types of jokes, like make it an Indian joke or in whatever is, just some joke. Why this? Because like in India, you call about somebody Polish joke, somebody Scottish joke, like that. Some community was like that. I don't want to name a particular community or anything like that. A group of people, and they were telling, why the jokes are in our name? Everybody makes a joke out of our name. So they were having conference. And when that conference was going on in a hotel, many people are coming from all different parts of the world. One person landed in Delhi, coming in the taxi, he asked, the driver was asking him, how come all of you people are coming to this country today? So many of you are coming, going to that particular hotel only. So there is a conference going on, we are trying to find out why all the jokes are in our name. Oh. Then this man said, very simple, you tell me, we'll find out whether you are intelligent or not. The driver asked a question. You answer my question. What is the answer question? In my family, there are 3 people. One is my child, other is my wife. Who is the third person? He said, repeat the question. Because he has to grasp, that great question. In my family, there are 3 people. One is my child, other is my wife. So who is the third person? The person thought for a while, and he said, maybe your father. He said, no. Maybe your grandfather? No. Then this driver couldn't take it. He said, this is why all the jokes are in your name. It is simple common sense. I am telling you, in my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, other is my daughter. So who is the third person? I am the third person. Hey, that's right. It was a very complicated question for him now. So, he goes to the hotel, restaurant, and then because he has the answer now, he is so restless, he wants to announce it in the conference. So he threw his bag, had a quick bath, come back, and then the conference has already started. The discussion is going on why all the jokes are in their name. So, he said, everybody shut up, everybody quiet. Now you tell me, I'll ask a simple question and you give me the answer for that question. And the question is, in my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, other is my daughter. So who is the third person? So everybody started coming together with so many answers. Your grandfather? Your father? Maybe your brother? No. Then one serving in the conference hall, there are the hotel boys, they were serving everybody many dishes. They could not take it because it's a simple question, so many people are answering wrong. And when somebody has a right answer, they will be very restless how to talk it out. So he could not keep quiet, even though he was not supposed to talk at any time in somebody else's conference. Somehow he could not take it and he said, sir, how can you all say like this? Even in his family, there are 3 people, and one is his daughter, other is his wife. Naturally, he is the third person. Then everybody says, yeah, that's right. Okay, so if in your family there are 3 people, one is your daughter, other is your wife, sir, you are the third person. He says, no. He says, what do you mean by you are not the third person? Who is that? The taxi driver. But the taxi driver said, I am the third person. No. Now, if you think like that, the teacher says, Aham Brahmasmi. So, who is the truth? Who is the Brahman? Teacher is the Brahman. Very good. Beautiful wisdom. When the teacher says, I am the reality, I am the truth, you are included. When you say I am rich, others are not included. When you say I am poor, others are not included. When you say I am a man or woman, others are not included. When you say I am learned or a stupid person, others are not included. But when you say I am the absolute, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the consciousness, reality, the truth that I am, everybody is included. That is why when Bhagavan says Aham Atma, Gudakesha Sarvabhuta Sahastita. Hey Arjuna, I am the self in all the beings. Whoever says the word I and understand the meaning of the word I is same as myself. I told you the other day. When you say the word I, when you ask somebody, who are you? Everybody, 7 billion, 8 billion people have to start with the same answer. Who are you? Simultaneously, the whole 8 billion, all the 8 billion people will roar with the first name, I am. So before you tell the name that you have, before you announce the position that you have, before you announce the condition of the body that you have, young or old, before you talk about the relationship you have, that is father or a son or a daughter or a wife or a husband, before you say the position that you occupy, before you announce about your educational qualification, the professional role that you have to first announce, I am. So that is the first name. Are you getting that? Universal first name. There is no Christian I, Hindu I, Muslim I, male I, female I, old man I. No. Everybody says only one thing, I. Absolute. That is the one meaning. So when Bhagavan says, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the one all-pervasive, I in every one of us is all-pervasive. Are you getting that point, please? When you say, I am all-pervasive, the I in every one of us is all-pervasive. So the person who tells me about the meaning of the word I, he is the ultimate guru. Call it whatever you like. That person is the ultimate guru, the teacher. Rest of it are giving us attitude. Please understand that word guru is very vaguely used in many, many different places. Fantastic it is, friends. Please see that. You learn swimming. We call it swimming coach. You can call swimming guru also. Somebody teaches yoga asanas. You can say yoga guru also. Somebody teaches you mountaineering. You can mountaineering guru also. Somebody teaches you music, somebody cooking, somebody dancing, somebody sculpting, anything. You go to school, physics, chemistry, mathematics, all these different subjects, everybody you can call as a guru. No problem at all. Absolutely no problem. But those gurus, if you can call them guru, they are the teachers, the gurus, who give you an identity. Listen carefully. Who give you an identity which shall vary from other people. Everybody is not a musician. Everybody is not a magician. Everybody is not rich. Everybody is not a physicist. Everybody is not a dancer. Everybody is not a musician. Everybody is not a climber. Everybody is not a swimmer. But friends, everybody is himself, right or wrong. So when thousands and thousands of teachers are there to give you thousands and thousands of one of the thousands and thousands of different roles, the guru, the one who introduces us to ourselves, who we are, does not give us a role, but it takes us beyond every role. Helps me to understand as I am. And that is the whole universe is. The meaning of the word I, for 8 billion people, is the same. Universal first name. There are no universal second name. There are no universal second names. There is only universal first name. Everybody is same. That is why everybody is not an engineer, need not be an engineer. Everybody is not a doctor, need not be a doctor. Everybody is not rich, need not be rich. Everybody is not black, white, green, yellow, and need not be like that. Everybody is not a speaker, everybody is not a singer. My God, everybody is not everything, but everybody is himself. That is the beauty of this wisdom. When I come to discover, oh my God, this is the absolute, universal, all-pervasive consciousness, reality that I am. If I am glorious, you mean to say the teaching which gives me, which introduces me to myself shall be inglorious? If I am glorious, the teacher who revealed that to me shall be anywhere less. The scriptures, the Upanishads, the Vedas, the Vedanta, which helps me to understand who I am, the Absolute, what shall you say? That is why with sheer gratitude, because you are reveling in the oneness of the universe, the Absolute that you are, and you are not the only one Absolute. That is why there is no sense of comparison, no competition, no comparison. You can't say, you can go to university, you get a gold medal, then somebody is bronze medal, or somebody is no medal. You can go to the Olympics, somebody gold, somebody this, somebody that. Everywhere comparison, competition. Everywhere comparison, competition. The mankind shall be miserable. Because the person who has it shall be arrogant or maybe very proud. And other people who do not get it, oh, I am so small, I am so idiot, I failed. How much you see in the victory parade, some are laughing, some are crying. Some are committing suicide. Some are miserable. Maybe at one time, in one game you are on the top, the other game you are third rate. Whole time, the people live in that comparative dimension, comparison. As a result, you shall never ever be happy in life because always it invokes either a false sense of inferiority or a false sense of superiority, because it is not you are inferior, your role is inferior. It's not because your role is superior, not because you are superior, but your role is superior. So identifying with an inferior role, inferior job, superior job, Prime Minister and the driver, governor and just the office assistant, the king and the commoner. Naturally, whoever picks up the role, he thinks no end of himself. He forgets completely that you are just adorning, you are just occupying a position for some time. You are not king. The king is dead, long live the king. The position continues, the persons collapse. Whereas in case of this knowledge of yourself, there is no question of your ever coming down from that position, because that is what you are. It is not a role that somebody gives you. So there are hundreds of teachers, if you can say so, there are hundreds of teachers who can give us different types of roles depending upon what they know. Brahma Vidya Guru, Atma Vidya Guru, the person who reveals the truth for us. But as I told you the other day, you must also see very, very clearly, you never go to a guru. You never go to a guru. There is no guru going on. Please appreciate again and again. Have you seen a Mr. Husband going? Huh? Everybody's husband? Mrs. Wife going on? Have you seen a wife continue walking on the road? Have you seen a husband walking on the road? Have you seen a son walking on the road? A person walking on the road depends upon how you relate to the person. No, but there is no guru walking this earth. It must be very, very clearly understood, friends, because of the misunderstanding. The people who respect Guru also are destroyed. People who disrespect Guru also, of course, further it. Because people who respect Guru, they think, oh, there is nobody like my Guru. Oh, I see. So you are making the Guru a person? No, you never go to a Guru. Because when you have not learned anything, how can you call him a Guru? Beautiful example there in the Upanishadic tradition. That Janaka, that is to say, the story, Janaka was always the king, is the one who was always respecting the wisest people. So there will be a competition. Many, many sadhus, many, many rishis, many, many wise people will come, and there shall be discussion in the Raja Sabha. Whoever wins shall win 1,000 cows with golden horn. I mean, their horns will be adorned with gold. So one time there was a competition, and Yajnavalkya won the competition. He defeated everybody in argument. Ultimate vision of the Absolute. Who can stand that? He won it. When he won the competition, naturally Janaka comes out with 1,000 cows with the golden horn. And then, when he was giving to him, as the story goes, Yajnavalkya says, I am not going to accept anything from you. What did you learn from me? that I shall receive something from you. You never learnt anything. I'm not going to receive anything from you. Why should I receive it? Janaka immediately, because he was not a guru, he was just a person. Janaka said, okay, I want to learn, because what you have taught is something amazing, what you are speaking, I want to learn from you. And when Janaka understood this reality, as the story goes, when understood the reality of himself, no more he is sitting down as a king rewarding a learned person, but becomes a shishya who is going to offer the dakshina to the guru. And what is that shishya can give? Think of it. Once you know yourself, you do not have anything to offer. Rather, what all you have, since it doesn't belong to me, belongs to God, Guru. Wow! The kingdom, everything Janaka gave it to him. So now the Guru should say, now I have got the kingdom with me. Proud? No. As even the disciple is glorious, so also the teacher is glorious. What does he say? What shall I do with this kingdom? What shall I do with these riches? You keep it with yourself. Be a trustee of this. No, it is mine, but run it as a trustee. Run it as somebody as though he is taking care of it. Amazing dimension of this knowledge, friends. Because that time he became guru. Until that he was just another learned scholar. So the guru was not going there. Yajnavalkya did not go as a guru there. He went as a scholar, as a great person, learned person, the vision. But once, and neither the Janaka was the disciple, he was the king. The king was granting a favor to the learned person. But the learned person said, I don't want to receive anything. Why? What have I given it to you? What have you received from me? Understand? And when he got this knowledge, when he get this knowledge, what is the difference it made to Janaka? So far he was the king of a minor kingdom. Just a rich person, a prince. There can be greater kings, lesser kings, greater prince, lesser prince, emperors as well as small kings. Comparison. But when Yajnavalkya helps him to understand himself, now what does he discover? Who is he? Aham Brahmasmi. There is nothing other than me in this universe, and everybody is same. Our roles are varied, but who we are is one and the same. There is absolutely no difference whatsoever. Think of it, friends. So whoever helps you to recognize yourself, that person becomes the Guru. And what is that? What does he give? He does not give us a limited role. He doesn't introduce me to a limited art, limited role, limited something, but helps me to recognize the limitless in me, the absolute. Think of, friends, when we are all born, when we are born, or a person, we are born with this physical body and we are in this world. And what we say? Oh, I don't need anybody to teach me anything. Listen carefully. I don't need anybody. I don't need a guru. Especially the moment you say the word guru, it becomes such a loaded word. Everybody says, no, don't play guru. And this, almost like disrespect it has come. But please understand the beauty of it. You say you don't need a guru. Tell me, sir, any one subject you have learnt without somebody teaching you? You have got a name. Who gave it to you? Did you create your own name? Right. Did you create your own body? Did you create your own thoughts? Think for yourself. Picking up few thoughts in school, college, university with the strength or the arrogance or pride of which, because of the pride of which you say, I don't need a guru, that same knowledge were not there at one time and somebody gave it to you. How can you say you don't need somebody? And think, friends, all the people, whatever you have picked up from somebody, which you have it at this moment, it came to you. Understand? Came to you. Really somebody gave it to you. Like a body parents gave. You had, what is your contribution towards the production of your body, to the birth of your body? What is your involvement? What is your choice? What is your contribution? Nil. Towards your perception, what is your contribution? Nil. The physical body, if all the five sense organs are there, you can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. If there is one sense organ is lacking, you shall not be seeing that. Are you getting that point, please? What is your contribution? Thoughts that you have picked up, the language that you picked up. Where is that? Did you, anybody born speaking Oriya, Hindi, Sanskrit, Spanish? No. Language. And language, when you say, is just not the spoken language. Dress is a language. Indian dress, African robes, Australian clothes, tribal dresses, the Irish clothes, Scottish uniform, Red Indian uniform. What all uniform? That's a language. Because you look at the person put on the, hey, Indian. If you see a sari-clad woman, what shall you say? Indian. You will not say American. No. If you see somebody with like that Scottish or Irish dress, particular type of dress, what shall you say? Irishman. If you see a Sardar with a beautiful, nice pagadi and long, lovely beard and all that stuff, oh, he's a Punjabi from the India. Whatever the dress is there. You see Kyrgyz people, Mongolians, Chinese, different types of people, different types of dress. So just like with the language, you identify people. The dress is a language. The food is a language. Chinese food, Indian food, North Indian food, South Indian food. Wow, thousands of varieties of food around the one. Ethiopian, African, Thai. What all dishes are there? That is also different types of languages you are picking up. People of same language. Vegetarians will come together. Non-vegetarians will come together. How many language within the language within the language? Understand? Did you pick up? Did you create it? All your thoughts, contribution of somebody or other. You think as your father asked you to think, your mother asked you to think, your sisters, brothers, friends, teachers, traditions. And then you say, what? I don't need anybody to learn anything. You must be somebody fantastic, isn't it? Every one of your thought is given by somebody. Oh, no, I am an independent thinker. Thinking on what? Permutation, combination of everything that is given to you, you are making a new permutation. Bas. But the foundation is given by somebody. The information is given by somebody on which you are building it. Understand, please. So how can you say you don't need a teacher? So the people, you are so happy going to a teacher to pick up a role. Yet, when you get confused, which one is myself? Shall I say rich or poor? Shall I say young or old? Shall I say living or die? If somebody comes and tells you, I will give this reality, or the tradition comes and says, go to a teacher. Who can tell you that you are the absolute. No, I can know it by myself. What is that you knew by yourself? Your confusion is created by somebody. Your confusion shall be removed also by somebody. Don't worry about it. Your confusion, did you create? Think, please think. Did you create your confusion? Did you create your ignorance? Did you create your ignorance? This morning as I was coming into the class, this thought came. I couldn't believe it. It's so beautiful. When this physical body is born, friends, please, look at it. We did not bring a name. We did not bring the languages. We did not bring the thoughts. Neither you brought your ignorance, nor you brought the consciousness. There was a time when the body was not. There was a time when your experiences were not. because the body starts growing. There is a time when your thoughts are not, but long after, long before the thoughts came into you, long before your body became 20, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old, long before you saw, heard, tasted, touched, smelt, you are conscious. Right or wrong? Think, friends. And you need a teacher to introduce me to myself. I want, somebody should tell who I am. Introducing, what the teachers do? They introduce me to myself. Why? Because surprisingly you shall see the discovery, everybody, whatever they have given, it is a role. Somebody teaches you walking, it's a walker, you are a role. Lifting, lifter is a role. Seeing, that is a role. Listening, that is a role. Somebody shows you mountains, introduces you to different things, that becomes a teacher, that also becomes a role. I have seen the world, you are a world traveler. I have listened to this music, you are a musician, connoisseur. I have tasted this food, I have touched this, I have smelt this, I read physics, history, chemistry, mathematics, historian, physicist. All these things are roles. How do you know this knowledge? How do you pick it up? Think, friends. I am asking you a simple question. Will you please answer? Answer to yourself. Don't have to shout. Answer to yourself. Any one of you sitting down here in front of me, do you know Eskimo language? Now everybody is giving up, right? Do you know Eskimo language? No. Why do you say you don't know Eskimo language? Not because you can't speak the language, not because you can't write the language, but because there is no thought of Eskimo language. There is no thought. There is no thought of any Eskimo word, Eskimo language is not there in your mind. So, to say, I don't know the Eskimo language, you must know, you must be conscious. Eskimo thoughts, language thoughts are not existing in my head. Do you know Tamil? Suddenly you are no more searching. Do you know English? Oh, you no more searching, already taking for granted. Why? You are no more consciously searching for English or Tamil because it is in your head, taken for granted. You lose sight of yourself, you are lost in the language. Do you know Eskimo language? You become conscious, searching for it. Why? Language you picked up, did you pick up consciousness? Did you pick up consciousness? A language was given to you. Oriya, Hindi, Sanskrit, Tamil, Malayalam, Spanish, French. How many languages? How many languages you can pick up? Somebody introduces you to language, nobody introduces you to consciousness. As even spoken languages are different languages, same thing also. Dresses are different languages. Can you teach me how to put on a sari like Indian? Can you teach me how to tie a tie? Can you teach me how to prepare some Russian food or the Ethiopian food, Thai food? What does it mean? You are trying to pick up certain thought in consciousness. Will you ask, please teach me to be conscious? Add something to the pictures in my head of which I can be conscious of to say, I know. Can you please introduce me to that man? Why? You have seen that person. Introduce. So that your thought is in his head, his thought is in your head. Introduced. Did you introduce to consciousness? Understand that reality, friends. So the teacher is not the one who introduces you to Sanskrit word. Different types of names. Because who you are is not a name. You have a name. Who you are is not a word. Who you are is not a practice. Yes, through the words we have learnt. Somebody to learn about hibiscus, there is a hibiscus and there is a flower was there. Now please tell, which came first? The flower or the name? Because of the flower existing, the name was given, or because you created a name and then created a flower? You have 3 children, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat. Why leave Shatrughan? Poor fellows. Suppose you have got 4 children, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan. 4 children you have got. How did you first name and then produce the children? I'm going to have 4 sons, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan. Like that? Produce the baby, then only give a name. A name doesn't create. Because a thing is existing, a name is given. The word I is there, and because of the word I don't exist. Because the meaning of the word I is existing, therefore the name is given. Because of the name Brahman, the truth doesn't exist. Because it is existing, you want to give it a name, give it a name. The name does not create. That is why if you hold on to a name, you are finished. The teacher doesn't give you a name to hold on. That is why they say what? Lakshyartha. The lakshyartha, the implied meaning. They see teacher shows you, hey, see that moon? What is that? That is the traditional meaning, the example they give. Look at that moon, 2nd day moon. Many people miss it. What is that? How do you do it? Look at the horizon. Where? They can't see. You can't see it. So what will they say? Look at that big tree. Yes. Top branch. Yes. Between the branch. Yes. Look. Huh? Ooh. What is that? Ooh. So tomorrow when you go to see the moon, will you go to tree, branch, top branch, between the branch? You must be nutcase. Words are like trees. What are you holding on to words for? You understand the beauty of it. Mahadeva. This is the glory of the teacher. Unless you understand your own glory, you can never ever say the Sanatana Dharma is so fantastic. The Guru tradition is so fabulous, so beautiful. Ishvara is so majestic, magnificence. Such magnificence, such exuberance, such, ecstasy, such brightness, brilliance, you cannot enjoy unless you are it. And once you are it, the teacher who gave you is smaller than you are. The tradition is anything lesser than you. No, they are like mighty Ganges. Everything is always there. The teacher introduces to myself. So every guru is fantastic. Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam. Mother is the first guru. Teaches me the language, teaches me the food. Mummy, mother, so sweet. What a tradition. The guru is not something exclusive, monopolist, monopolizes every guru role. No. First Mata is the first guru. But what happens when people say Guru, so mother is neglected, father is neglected, everybody is neglected, only Guru. But Guru, you wake up in the 3 o'clock morning and give him chai and coffee. But your mother went on Nipadapa. You do. Why can't you get up? Why, see, your devotion stinks. The mother is the first one. It's like people, because you are a PhD, therefore you look down upon your school teacher. Had the school teacher not taught you A, B, C, D, A, I, E, you would have been passed high school with difficulty. You would have been useless. Let the person who teaches you the ultimate take the entire credit. Cannot. That is why Shankara also comes back to his mother at the last moment of his life. And Matru Panchakam, if you read, you will cry. He says, "Oh mother, Dharuna Sulabhyatha, when I was in your womb, how much pain I must have given it to you. When I was born, you must be Shiveti, Rameti, oh Krishna, Shiva, oh Mother, you call every god, because I gave you so much of pain. Now at the last moment, when you cannot call Shiva, Rama, Hari, if I am not there, I am an idiot, I was not there. When I was born as a child, I didn't know hunger, thirst, everything. I'll only pay, only cry. You are the one who fed everything to me, and I was not there, oh mother. Tandulam, I was not there even to feed you the last moment, the water for you. I'm giving this dry piece of rice as a ritual." That was the sensitivity of a child, Shankara. Every child. No. I go on, Acharya, I will frustrate fully. Full, who says not? Be grateful to whomsoever, whatever you have got. In fact, if we really appreciate, friends, our whole life is nothing but gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. We cannot escape the sense of gratitude. Why this body? Without the father, without the mother, where is the body? If you don't give me the first alphabet, how am I going to sculpt out literature out of it? If my father, mother did not give this physical body, who is the runner who is going to train me for Olympics? If the school teacher, the village school teacher did not teach me which is the PhD teacher who is going to guide me on philosophy or nonsense? And if all these confusions are not there, where is the Brahma Vidya Guru teaching whom and what? Everything has a place from Ishvara. Ishvara Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vivahagine. Vyomavad Vyaptadehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namah. Ishvara, Guru, Atma, all these divisions, Murti Veda, as though there is a division, as though there is a division. Because we don't begin with Ishvara, we don't begin with Brahman, we don't begin with something infinity absolute. You begin with small. These little roles are given. Mata. Then Pita. The father is the Guru, because he is also sustaining me in so many different ways. Suppose the father and mother, they can teach me the absolute, no problem. Like Bhrugurvaiva Runi Varunam Pitaram Upasadara Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Bhrugurvaiva Runi, he is the son of Varuna, he goes there to his father. And what does he say? Does he say, Papa, please teach me. Pitaji, please teach me. My father, no. Adihi Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, oh, you are like God. Because you learn from your Guru. Learn from that wise person. He's not a father sitting down there. Bhagavan. That time he is teaching me. Bhagavan. Adihi, teach me. Teaching means what? Mama anugrahartham smara. You don't have to remember it for yourself. You are eternally reveling in yourself. For my sake, please remember the words. Introduce me to that and take me beyond those words. Are the Guru. So such a person, Guru. Why the Guru said, so worship me? It's not a program that the Guru must be worshipped. Guru introduces you to Daivam. Ishvara, all pervasive. Not to a role. Because Shishya is a role. And again, as I told you, Guru is not a Guru unless a Shishya sees it. Until you see what the teacher shows, he is a speaker, you are a listener. Think of it, you shall know. Now I am going to my Guru. Which Guru? Which one? That is why people say, your Guru is not my Guru. That will, you understand that point? You don't make Guru one person, please. You can make a person also very beautiful. I am the absolute, that one. In this form, he taught me. Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Guru is a parampara, a tradition. Sadasima Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. That Guru Parampara. Why? Because were the first teacher of the universe. Call it Dakshinamurti, call it Sadasiva, what they give, same thing the other person also gives it now. The lamps are different, light is same. Lamps fall away, light continues. Artist dies, art continues. Teachers pass, teaching continues. That is the tradition. How beautiful. So he teaches me, reveals to me, Daivam. Suppose God sitting down there, he is permanently God, I am a permanently devotee. You like that arrangement? Please enjoy. Somehow, some intelligent people don't like it. But suppose you say, no, I like to be like that. I want, God is there, I am here. Continue. Who says not? Why should I say no if you enjoy looking at somebody? What's my problem? That is why you need a complete picture at the beginning, a complete picture. Then you can do whatever you like. Choose. First see who you are completely. Then which role you have to play, which all roles you have to take, which one roles is functional for you, relevant for you at a particular time. Play your role. But first see the complete picture. I'll go there, okay? I'll put a little thing, you do that, please. Just a drawing, I won't do it so that you can see it very clearly. I've done it before, but I'm just doing it again. And pretend as though you are seeing it for the first time. Very simple example. See, don't look at my drawing, just see. No mathematics class. This is a rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle. I am dividing into this. 1 and 2. Be normal, just ordinary people. If I ask you, how many rectangles you see? Right hand. How many shall see? Okay, somebody says 4. Everybody is quiet. You cannot hold on which one answer. Somebody said, okay, say 4. Because what happens, this is why when you draw things becomes, because the freshness goes away. How many you see? 4. Other person says, other day, just 3 days back somebody came. I was giving him, I said, how many you see there? 4. Oh. Then I said, no, somebody there is 5. Because 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this original one was 5. I said, that's true. But look at it, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, original 5. Original one is 5. Then now, if you see, this is 6. This is the down one, 7. Then from this side, 8. And from this side, 9. How many rectangles are there? 9 rectangles. The 9 rectangles is a complete picture. 9 rectangles are there. 4 are visible. 5 also visible. Your eyes see the entire picture, but the mind doesn't comprehend the entire picture. That is why mind is taught, not the eyes. Not that I created 9. Did I create 9 rectangles? 9 rectangles are always there. But average person see only 4 because they mentally not that smart yet, not learning. So if you say 4, somebody says 4, you say 5. Then what will happen? See the tradition. The person who sees 9 will have no conflict with any word. 9 are there. Yes, there are 9. So somebody, no, there are 8. Yes, there is 8. Now I say 7. 7. 5, yes. 4, yes. 3, yes. 2, yes. 1, yes. He is a yes man for everything. Whatever you say, it is yes. But the fellow who says only 1, he says, how can you say? The fellow who says 4, how can you say 5? Then you have to explain to me. If he says 5, he says, I say 6. How can you say that? Just show him the 6, show him the 7, show him the 8, show him the 9. But the person who sees 9 accepts everybody as it is. Now what has happened is, since people, they are comprehending comprehension, these are different dimensions, different levels. There are different schools of philosophy, different schools of thinking. One person says there is only one rectangle, so they have got a philosophy on that, puja, ritual on that. 2, 3, there are only 4 rectangles, so that is a school of philosophy. 5 rectangles, another philosophy. 7 rectangles, another philosophy. 8 rectangles, another philosophy. 8 will not accept the 7, 7 will not accept the 8, 6 will not accept the 4, 4 will not accept the 3, because this is what my father said, this is what my mother said, this is what my tradition said. None of these traditions are all inclusive. The moment you are limited, you are exclusive. But one who is 9, all inclusive, he shall never say 8 is wrong, 8 is never wrong, 7 is never wrong, no number is wrong, it is incomplete. Do not say anybody is wrong. Don't try to be superior and say that somebody is wrong. Nobody is wrong. Of course there is 1, of course there are 2, of course there are 3, they are not wrong. And that conception, that time, that perception is good. Like a child. When the child says, how many fingers you see? Suppose the child says, how many? He says 3. You don't say, stupid. No. Because he sees 3. Okay, count maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Because he is learning. So when you are learning, when you have started your life, if you give a limited version of yourself, you are not wrong. That is not the mistake of the child. That is the mistake of the people who are taught. Keeping the mind open means maybe now you know the 3 or 4, but later on you shall see no more. 7, you know more. Now you are an uneducated person, I am educating you. You just go to school, then you become a graduate, then you become a postgraduate, then you become a doctor, then you shall have a small job, research scholar, this, scientist, everything. That may be the end of your talent up to Nobel Prize. That may be the end of your talent that you get the Olympic prize and not from the swimming you started and go to world class competition. But those are the roles. These roles should be dropping out. You shall be helplessly left out to die frustrated. The roles will come to an end, including your own body. The body shall continue to die, continuously aging shall die. Your thoughts will forgotten. The sense organs will completely collapse. You all have, whether it is physics book you have got by heart or Shastras you got by heart, will be forgotten. It doesn't make any difference. Words will be forgotten. But what will not forget is being your self-consciousness, because that is something is never created by somebody, lost in, never created in time, lost in time. No name is required. You are already existing. All inclusive existence. Understand this, friends? All inclusive. So, when you go to the teacher, should he introduce you to an all inclusive existence or make you exclusive? My teacher tells me to hold my nose this way. Another says, no, you want to go to your ear. Or stand on your head, or stand on your tail. Chant only this one. Don't say Shiva, don't say Hari. Don't say Hari, only don't say Krishna, don't say Rama. No, because in the all-inclusive tradition, what happens? If somebody comes to this Vedanta tradition about yourself, ask him, you are comfortable, totally with all your roles. I'm young, I'm old, I'm ugly, I'm handsome, I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm this position, that position. You are comfortable with your limitation, your weakness, you are comfortable with your strength. You are fragile at the level of the body, totally, absolutely immortal in your being who you are. Everything is taken care. You are getting that point, please. Forget it. Always inclusive. Everything is fantastic. Consciousness is here. Am I the only one? No. You are the same reality as I am. There is nobody who is lesser or more or less. And if you want to name it, with one body, with Jiva individual, which is Hazikma, with one body is individual, the same consciousness or consciousness or Ishvara. So, Ishvara is not one name with one form. We shall see that later on. But think, friends, that is why in this tradition, Suppose somebody says, oh, I am very common. You say Ishvara is all pervasive and truth is all pervasive, is all inclusive. But I like only this particular form. I like only one stroke. I don't like it to I like it to be. Take it. I don't like this, I like it. God is only a man. Okay, that is also fine. Woman, that is also fine. Is a donkey, that is also fine. Stone, that is also fine. Is water, that is also fine. Male, fine. Female, fine. 3 heads, fine. 3,000 heads, fine. No head, fine. What about snake? That also is fine. How can you say everything? I don't believe in any form. That also is fine. Why should we give you a form? But you must meditate. But why should I meditate? Yeah, why should we meditate? Amazing, yes, man. You have no conflict with nobody. Person who sees 9 shall be comfortable with every person in this world. Person who sees 1, all inclusive absolute. There is no conflict with anyone. That is the greatness of it. And when shall we say teacher is great? When you discover you are great. Are you getting that point, please? For you to say that the teacher is great, you must be great. Because unless you discover your greatness, how can you say the teacher is great? It's like you are telling, my father was the Jamindar, my grandfather was the emperor. What about you? Looking at you, nobody will believe even. That is why, when you see this knowledge, friends, what shall I say? Just close your eyes for a minute. Long before, even we pick up an identity, first we are there. Please see that, friends. For you to pick up an identity, first you must be existing. Unless you are already existing, what can you pick up? If you have to pick up a thought, you must be already conscious. To pick up a role, the actor must be already there. Long before we pick up a role in our life, friends, we are ourselves as we are. And as we are picking up role as a child, father, brother, sister, mother, getting educated, different types of thoughts you are picking up, is adding to your limited roles. It is adding to your limited roles. But who you are never changes because of the things that you pick up. Like the space always remain the same. Because the clouds come, that is a condition. Clouds rain it away, that is another condition. Space is not drenched by the rain or darkened by the cloud. Roles come and go, but you remain the same. That is why that language, that word, which there is a name called Tathagata. Tathagata means, just his name, like you have got names are given, Vishnu, Hari, Shiva, so that name is given. So Tathagata means what? Yatha agata Tathagata. As you came, that is how we went back. It is not a Hindu name or a Buddhist name or a, religious name or any such that matter. It's a beautiful concept. A name is not a person. As you came, that is how you return. You came without roles, you go without roles. In between, you picked up your roles. And therefore, play your roles without considering yourself superior or inferior or condemned to a role. Be the self. And that is where Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagini. This Ishvara, God all-pervasive, Guru, from whom I learnt, self, me, looks like three, but all the three are one and the same. Vyomavat vyapta dehaya. That is like a vyomavat, like space, all-pervasive. That is the truth of everything. When you are thus aware of yourself, your gratitude to the teacher, the Guru, and Ishvara is enormous. In fact, whole living is a gratitude. And you have total respect. Call it love, freedom, for anything and everything in this universe. Because nobody is away from this touch of the Absolute. Self everywhere. Brahmevamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. One consciousness pervading everything. There is nothing other than it. Just be that. Please chant Om 3 times. Thank you, friends. Thank you.